Yo! Hold up. All right, now I think I'm on. Yo! How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How are you tonight? It's the middle of the day. Here I am, back at it once more to come at you live with some audiobook recording. Yes. It's the middle of the day. So I'm feeling fairly performative, given that it's the middle of the day still, and we're just getting started. So I want to make sure. Here we go. I want to make sure that there's some audio foam around here. It's not perfect, but it does make a little bit of a difference, not gonna lie, because there's a lot of hard surface on the table and stuff, and I want to make sure that it's like everything around here, and it's pointed at the sound panels, so it should in theory be reflecting or getting the sound reflected by the sound panels. The only thing is that, like, if I speak and there's a reflection off of that wall and that comes back over here, it'll collect that too. So this all really should be concealed like that. If in an idealistic world, it would be completely concealed, but I can't have that just yet. But maybe when we have the studio. Let's see, this is Studio 2.0, so maybe when we have Studio 3.0, it'll be better. I've got on the side here, I've got some Kick chat from yesterday. What's up, Kick? Good to see you, Kick. We've added Kick onto the streaming of platforms here, but the thing about Prism is it doesn't pull in from the chat into Kick, so I put that in as a browser. Hopefully that works. But you can chat here, as you can see. I'll put in hi, and it'll show up on the bottom of the screen. That's going to be on Twitch, because Twitch gets it first. Twitch gets first dibs. And then right beneath it, when YouTube finally gets the signal, maybe, there we go. Then it should show up. So all of YouTube comments look like that. All of Twitch comments look like this. And all of the Kick comments look like that. So I think I've got everything on here. I think Instagram is the only thing that, like, is kind of weird, because you have to pull it up on a different screen and then go live. It's weird. It's really, really weird. So I'm going to go pull that up real quick and go on to Instagram. I may not bother with Instagram in the future, just because there's really low amounts of engagement on it. And the people that come on, they already know me, and they log off right away. So I don't think there's a lot of return on investment for the live, but let me, at the very least, let me pull it up. Okay, create live video, add title, audiobook creation, audience, public. Oh, I didn't know you could go live with your close friends. That's kind of cool. So when you use the IG Live Producer tool, preview video is saved as part of the recording. If you want to share the recorded video, please download it and use the Instagram's editing tool and cut out the preview section. All right. Okay, whatever. I think we'll just have to drop Instagram, because I think it creates a new key every time you go live. I can't be doing that every time. So let's move back over and let's see what we can do. Okay. All right. Emails look good. I'm going to close out of that. So last time we left off, we were working on two different books, and it was the 15-minute increment of Between the Market and the Nation, 15-minute increment, and the Medical Law and Technological Advances, 15-minute increment. And those are both due later today, so I want to make sure and submit those as soon as possible. I think we got about, I think it was 11 minutes into the recording of the Medical Law and Technological Advances, so I want to advance that a little bit more if possible. We just had somebody reach out about potentially adding a fifth project on, so I'm really excited about that and announcing that when it is official. But I'm gonna hold off on talking about that until I get at least an offer. So that's something that we got to look out for sure. What else? And it looks like the logic screen is back. So I restarted everything. I wanted to make sure that we started back up at a good with a good space here and a space that we could interact with. So unfortunately, we can't showcase that on Instagram, but like I said, Instagram's not really good for discoverability. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people to, be browsing and stumble upon it, so to speak. Cool. Well, let's just get to it. In the future streams, when I'm like a lot more interactive and it'll become less about audiobook creation, it'll become more about like chatting. I will probably have, if it still exists in the US, I'll have TikTok up as well. And I'll add that as a feature over here, because I should be able to screen mirror something on here. I'll screen mirror the TikTok maybe over here, and that'll be the future state of the program. But let's get to it, and let's start some Logic Pro. So this is what we're working with today. That's on Mac OS Screen Capture 2. So if I mute that, that's exactly what I want. Screen Capture 2 doesn't have anything. Oh, look at that. Cool. So all right. All right, I'm trying to bring this all the way down. There we go. Here, I'll show you. This is me. Let me double check and make sure that this is playing right. By Julio Cesar Pedrosa. Narrated by Eric Pullman. Copyright 2024. Julio César Pedrosa. Gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. Introduction. This book sets out to explore the intersection between technology, innovation, and legal aspects in the medical field, with a particular focus on global medical law. Constant technological evolution has revolutionized medical practice, offering new opportunities and challenges for both health professionals and lawyers. This work seeks to provide a comprehensive and detailed analysis of these transformations, highlighting the importance of regulation and ethical implications associated with new technologies in medicine. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main ideas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine, from telemedicine to artificial intelligence, including critical issues such as data protection, ethics in clinical research, and the regulation of alternative medical practices. This book is aimed at the legal experts. This book is aimed at legal experts, healthcare professionals, academics, and anyone interested in understanding the complexities and nuances of medical law in the context of global technological innovations. Let's get it again. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine, from telemedicine to artificial. I'm trying to even figure out how to cluster this. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine, from telemedicine to artificial intelligence, including critical issues such as data protection, ethics in clinical research, and the regulation of alternative medical practices. This book is aimed at legal experts, healthcare professionals, academics, and anyone interested in understanding the complexities and nuances. This book is aimed at legal experts, healthcare professionals, academics, and anyone interested in understanding the complexities and nuances of medical law in the context of global technological innovations. Objectives and structure. Objectives and structure. The main objectives of this book are: 1. Analyze the impact of technological innovations on contemporary medical practice. 2. Discuss the legal and ethical implications arising from the use of these technologies. 3. Compare the different regulatory approaches adopted by countries around the world. 4. Provide a deep understanding of international standards and guidelines that govern medical practice in the context of innovation. 5. Offer case studies and practical offer case studies and practical examples that illustrate the theoretical issues addressed. To achieve these objectives, the book is structured as follows. Chapter 1, Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Definition and importance of technology and innovation in medical practice. History of technological advances in medicine. Impact of technological innovations on health. Chapter 2, Regulation of Telemedicine and Artificial Intelligence in Medicine. Concept and Evolution of Telemedicine. Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, AI, in Medicine. Applications of AI and telemedicine in medical practice. Regulation of telemedicine and AI in different countries. Challenges and opportunities in implementing telemedicine and AI globally. Legal and ethical implications of using AI in telemedicine and legal and ethical implications of using AI in telemedicine in healthcare. Legal and ethical implications of using AI Check, 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 check. Loxy, thank you so much, Loxy. I appreciate you saying that. I saw you come in and you popped out, but I appreciate you saying that there's no audio. Loxy, I'm going to have to go in and give you a follow because you are the real OG. What had happened was I was going back into this old screen and looking through all of the mics, and they were all turned on. I think that's because I reset it and everything went back to default. But in turning those off, I thought I left this one on, but apparently I didn't. So sorry about that. So sorry about that, Loxy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Loxy. You are the real OG. Thank you. What else? There should, however, be audio capture of what I had done before. And I'm just going to play that as I get up and take a quick break, maybe get some water. But long story short, what I was saying is this energy that I just did is much better than what I had recorded in the past. Last night before I went to bed, I had done a recording, and it was good. But it wasn't, well, I won't even say it's good, to be honest, because I listened back to it. I felt like my energy was there in the moment, but looking back on it, my energy was just a little lackluster. So I had to go back in, re-record it, and I'll play that. So maybe I'll fit this on top of the other audio if I ever do if I ever need this. Hold up. That's actually a really good idea. Let's see. Export as audio file. I'm gonna do La C. I'm gonna go in and do Logic working files and say recordings. I'm gonna do recordings. Medical law. Create. And then I'm going to make this one and say, I'm going to say lost audio for YouTube. I'm going to name it that. I'm going to export it, and I'm going to put that up. Thank you so much for letting me know you have improved my production. So I really appreciate that. But what I was saying is that I got about the same amount of time, 11 minutes is where the stopping point was before, and I got about halfway through the script. So I feel like that was much more representative of 11 minutes. So I'm going to be able to perform a much better take, submit in a much better product, and it's going to have the energy that I really want. So I really like that. Thank you. We got a question. Hey, what's up? Clever Girl Reading. Good to see you in the chat. What books have you recorded? Well, I'm actually just getting started here. So I used to be an audiobook creator back in the day, and I would really only do things on the side, not really produce through Audible. But I had an agent briefly that, and he had his own issues, but he basically gave me this idea of going to acx.com and auditioning for books. Long story short, I've gotten offers, I've accepted the offers, and I got halfway through projects and unfortunately did not see them through. But I'm back at it again. I became a professional chemist, so I now work at Thermo Fisher. I just recently graduated with my master's, and I have a lot more time on my hands. I've got the ability to buy these professional microphones. And so these are the first few set of books that I'm recording. And in auditioning for these, I got 2 offers for casino games. One was for blackjack. So there's a book on blackjack I'm doing. There was an offer I got for a game on baccarat, so I'm doing that as well. And these 2 that I'm submitting today, so it's 2 more books. It's a book on medical law and a book on neoliberalism policies. And these are all going to be available on Audible. So for anybody that's curious, I'm definitely going to offer free promo codes when it fully comes to fruition. The mics sound good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is an awesome microphone. I love it so much. Shure does an excellent job with their SM7B, and this thing is fantastic. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll have to move Kick Chat because I think it might actually overlap. Whoops. Okay. Put that up here. Put this down there. Well, thank you so much. Clever Girl Reading. I appreciate you popping in and saying what's up, saying hello. Feel free to stick around for as long as you like. Kind of pitch in whenever you'd want to, or if you ever got to pop out, hey, I totally get it. But I appreciate you coming in, and thank you so much for leaving the like. I appreciate that. Let's see. I think I'm going to move this down a bit. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. I think that's going to look better. I'm still kind of working out the bugs. I'm trying to figure out what best is how this is going to look the best, So I really appreciate I'm streaming just the whole process and showcasing everybody what it looks like to make an audiobook like this. It's a lot of people are really curious about it. I've had several people reach out about what my process is like and how you get into it. So I really want to come on here and explain that to everybody and show that you don't really need too much. Although I've got this mic, I've done it with other mics before. I've done it with a $80 Samson CO1U, and that's what I started with, and I got a good amount of auditions with it. So you could definitely do it with less equipment. I just have the ability to invest in the best here, so that's why I do this. But if you want to get into it, you're more than welcome to using lower tier equipment that produces still pretty high quality recordings just to practice. That and just to get started. So acx.com is what I'm making this on. I definitely give that a check if you're interested in that. But yeah. All right. So I am going to play this real quick because there was no audio to begin with and you guys weren't able to hear it. So I'm going to play this as I get up real quick and get something to drink. But this is what we got so far. Medical law. Oof. Hello. Check. 1, 2. Check. 3, 4. Hopefully that's not too loud. Medical law and technological advances. Innovation and technology in global medical law. By Julio César Perosa. All right, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not going to lie. I could be totally off base with that. But that is what it looks like with the accent marks. That's what I thought it sounds like. So if it's not, I'm definitely going to get that note back and be like, that is not how you pronounce my name, but whatever. Highlighting the importance of... All right, let's jump back into it maybe right here. This book sets out to explore the intersection between technology, innovation, and legal aspects in the medical field, with a particular focus on global medical law. Okay. Constant technological evolution has revolutionized medical practice, offering new opportunities and challenges for both health professionals and lawyers. This work seeks to provide a comprehensive and detailed analysis of these transformations, highlighting the importance of regulation and ethical implications associated with new technologies in medicine. Okay. Highlighting the importance of regulation and ethical implications associated with new technologies in medicine. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine from... This is how off-key I am. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine. From telemedicine to artificial intelligence, including critical issues such as data protection, ethics in clinical research, and the regulation of alternative medical practices. This book is aimed at legal experts, healthcare professionals, academics, and anyone interested in understanding the complexities and nuances of medical law in the context of global technological innovations. Objectives and structure. I forget exactly what I need for mixing and mastering, but let's find out. Logic Pro does a really good job of taking the audio and being able to compress it, but then also being able to master it pretty autonomously. So let's see if it does a good job with this. Unfortunately, I'm just very, very... how do you put this? I don't have a lot of competency when it comes to Logic Pro, so this is apparently what it's saying I should have for mastering, but let's see how that sounds. Ugh. Yikes. That's a lot of crackling there. Copyright. Whoa, is that way loud? Is that way loud for you guys? Hold up, let me turn that down. Yeah, it looks like I was hitting the red there. Let's turn that all the way down. Did that even fix it? Copyright 2024. Okay, this is all right, but hold up. All right, what if I turn off this compressor and then reanalyze this? Because I don't know how I feel about that. That was just way too loud. Too low? Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's see. So it gave me a slightly different chain. So let's see how that differs. This work seeks to provide a comprehensive and detailed analysis of these transformations, highlighting the importance of regulation and ethical implications associated with new technologies in medicine. Highlighting the importance of regulation and ethical implications associated with new technologies in medicine. The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine The reader will find a systematic and detailed approach to the main areas impacted by technology and innovation in medicine. From telemedicine to artificial intelligence, including critical issues such as data protection, ethics in clinical research, and the regulation of alternative medical practices. This book is aimed at legal experts, healthcare professionals, academics, and anyone interested in understanding the complexities and nuances of medical law in the context of global technological innovations.
Ooh, thank you.
And structure. The main objectives of this book are: 1. Analyze the impact of technological innovations on contemporary practice.
Yeah, I think so too. I really do. I really like this mastering though. I'm gonna leave that on. But I'm right there with you, because it's like when I'm recording these things, it's like I'm so much in my nose the entire time, and I think that I just have to do audio exercises to get like way like down and more in my throat. So it's that's a work in progress still, but I appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much. Put it back and just let it play. All right, absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna let it go real quick. I'm gonna get some water, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back after these messages. Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback.
Analyze the impact of technological innovations on contemporary medical practice. 2. Discuss the legal and ethical implications arising from the use of these technologies. 3. Compare the different regulatory approaches adopted by countries around the world. 4. Provide a deep understanding of international standards and guidelines. 4. Provide a deep understanding of international standards and guidelines that govern medical practice in the context of innovation. 5. Offer case studies and practical examples that illustrate the theoretical issues addressed. To achieve these objectives, the book is structured as follows. Chapter 1, Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Chapter 1, Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Definition and importance of technology and innovation in medical practice. History of technological advances in medicine. Impact of technological innovations on health. 2. Regulation of telemedicine and artificial intelligence in medicine. Concept and evolution of telemedicine. Introduction to artificial intelligence, AI, in medicine. Applications of AI and telemedicine in medical practice. Regulation of telemedicine and AI in different countries. Challenges and opportunities in implementing telemedicine and AI globally. Legal and ethical implications of using AI and telemedicine in healthcare.
practical cases and global case studies. Chapter 3, Data Protection and Privacy in Healthcare. International legislation. Importance of data protection in healthcare. Main international data privacy legislation, GDPR, HIPAA, LGPD, etc. Challenges and good practices in protecting health data.
And you may ask, why am I scooting into this? Okay, well, it's imperative for good sound to have a non-reflective surface completely surrounding the mic. So I'm trying to get this in front of the couch instead of in front of the floor. But then also, I want it to be in the exact same spot as I recorded before, because if I move it, then the sounds of the room will hit the mic in a different way than it had been previous, and it'll be like jolting to the end viewer. That's kind of how I'm thinking about this. But yes, absolutely. Let's go in and see where we're at. So that's pretty much what we're at so far. We got about that was 6 minutes into the preview. Where do we leave off immediately? In the medical field is of paramount importance due to the significant impact these areas have on medical practice. I couldn't even finish that. Wow. All right. Wow, my laptop is so hot right now. Wow. Why is it even opening Spotify? Okay. Get off that. We got agents. Hi, this is your agent. Yeah, I'm not going to say her name. I have a client who wants to check your availability for a shoot. Please check your email and reply ASAP. I'm going to heart that real quick. I got to reply ASAP. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'll definitely reply to that as soon as possible. Nice. Yes, in addition to making audiobooks, I am a actor in St. Louis, and I've been in a few commercials, but I haven't been the major role in any commercials. I was a principal role in a hidden camera TV show that I can't super talk about just yet, but when it comes out, I'll definitely put a link to that because I'm excited to talk about it. Sounds like you need to shut down for a while so the computer can cool down until next time. Hey, well, thank you so much for popping in. Clever Girl Reading, you are awesome. I super appreciate you coming in and being part of the process. Yeah, so last night I was doing this too, and it wasn't good. I had to shut down. So no, I appreciate you popping in, and thank you. So let's see what it is. Guys. Let's go to Gmail. Availability for the 29th and the 30th. Only be needed for one day. Okay, cool. Well, if I'm only able for...
All right, all right, all right. Cool, cool. Here we are back at it. I think it's cooled down a little bit. I think it's really hard for it to put it through I mean, I have everything going through a VPN, so I think that that's probably part of it. So, hmm. Let's see, let's view my channel. That is such a ridiculous. that that I'm so sorry. That thumbnail is so ridiculous. All right, clever girl reading. I'm gonna follow you. Loxy, I'm gonna follow you as well. Wow.
Come in here for like 5 minutes, and then you spam one or you spam using, and then you leave. Like, I'm not gonna pick you for any robots. And make sure you guys follow the steps on the screen. Okay, let's see. Gaming down. Oh no, I've already gifted you. Frederick 25. There we go, man. Oh no, dude, you didn't follow the steps. I cannot give you any robots. You did not follow the steps, man. Frederick's been in the stream for 15 minutes, but he didn't like and subscribe. And he also didn't go to the pin website, dude. I'm sorry, man. I am only giving back to my subscribers, though. So if you do want to be eligible for a gift, follow the steps on the screen and go and get your Robux payout from the website in the bio. If you guys want to get some Robux, even more than I'm giving in the stream, check out the website in the stream chat. If you guys are from America, download TikTok. If you guys download TikTok from the website, you'll get so much Robux, it's insane. But yeah, next gift. This guy, Jack, I'm gonna literally give you 750,000 Robux. This is the biggest gift of the stream. But Jack downloaded TikTok. It's insane. You went off the website, he's followed all the steps on the screen, and he's been in here for an hour. I actually can't believe it, man. An hour is quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. So don't worry, you're gonna be paid very, very handsomely for your time. There you go, Jack. 750,000 Robux. Enjoy it, man. Next person. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I want to keep it going insane. Dragon God 24. There we go. 200,000 Robux for you. Thank you for following the steps. Thank you for being in the stream. Thank you for spamming in the chat. Let's go. Okay, guys. Next person to spam 8 in the chat will get the next payout. So if you want to get the next payout, spam.
Interesting. 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 I'm trying to see if this person is like actually broadcasting right now.
Now, I want to see the chat going absolutely crazy. Go, 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 go. And the next person to get it will get the payout. But just make sure you guys are following the steps, because obviously the last guy, the second, I tried gifting a guy, he didn't follow the steps, so I actually couldn't gift him. It was really sad. But if you come back, follow the steps, dude, I will hook you up with a lot of Robux. Okay. Okay, the chat's going absolutely crazy right now. I'm picking tone right now. I'm picking tone. Okay. Tyler Games 24. There we go. 200,000 Robux for you, my man. You went to the website and entered your username.
Yeah, this is a fake guy.
More Robux from the website than what he's getting right now, but I'm gonna give him it anyways.
You could tell because like the person that he gifted it to doesn't exist in chat. Huh. All right. Well, no. So I followed you because you helped me out, so I appreciate that, bud. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So I wanted to follow you both. New message from Stacy. Nice. I love it. Things work out. They would only need you for one day, so I'll let them know Monday is your day. Thank you, God. I love it. That's incredible. Yes, I love when this happens. This is awesome. This is so cool. Because, I mean, they're just checking for my availability. So obviously it's not booked, it's not guaranteed, but oh my God, I just love the opportunity anyway. And like, I'm just punching air all the time. I'm just punching air constantly. Cause like, God, if I just did this back in like 2015, I could have been doing it for 10 years at this point, you know? Like, at the rate that I'm getting these things, I literally could have worked this in and made it happen, you know? It just... I get the fact that, like... I don't know. It's just... The fact that I didn't do this ahead of the time, that I didn't do this 10 years ago, just makes me absolutely sad. The fact that I didn't do this 20 years ago makes me sad. I would have absolutely jumped at any opportunity to be a part of something like this. Like, if I used to always tell my parents how much I wanted to be an actor and I wanted to do these things. But like, looking back at it, that I could have, punching air is very lightly. That's putting it lightly. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe if I did it back then, I would have been burnt out and I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I do now. But now I'm just filled with this immense amount of pretension. Like I just have this overwhelming, seething sense that I need to be on set at all times. Like, I'm obsessed with it. But in like, no matter how many times I do it, it's never enough. No matter how long I'm on set for, it's never long enough. I can't get enough of it. I really can't. So like, I don't know how to sort out all these feelings, because I love it so much. But like, I am not given the opportunity to do it all the time. So when I get the opportunity, I'm just so thankful, because like, that's literally where my being wants to be at all times. So yeah, I miss it. It's like missing something you never had. And you were, I don't know, because I don't want to put it like that. I don't want to put it like, you were supposed to have, because no one's guaranteed anything. You're not supposed to have anything. But you almost have that feeling of like, God, life could have been so different had I just done this 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Sorry, had I done this 10 years ago, or my parents got me into it 20 years ago. Like, I'm sad at the loss of what I never had, because I was never able to know that the possibility existed. And that's probably what hurts the most, is knowing that it could have been possible. You just needed the right people to tell you that you could have and how to do it. And had you had those two things, you would have been leaps and bounds ahead of where you are now. That is probably the biggest thing that sticks with me, that makes me hit the ground running at all times when I'm doing things like this. Like, when I'm given an audition, I try and give it as much as of an all as I can. I'll set aside time for hours to get the right take. I'll set up my living room. I'll make sure that my wardrobe is on point. I do all of this prep work just to submit something because I really take it seriously. And like when I'm given an opportunity to be on set, like trust me when I say that I prepare so much to be there. I'll work out in the weeks prior, leading up to it, doing sauna almost daily to keep my skin in good condition, going to bed early, waking up early as well, and making sure that I'm there on time. And, I treat the people on set with respect. Like, that's all that matters to me. I literally just want to give that my all. And, like, I even love just talking about it. That's my passion in life. I love doing that, and I just want to do that. So I just really wish that somebody could see that along the way. Somebody that has the opportunities waiting for me and allowing me to enter into the network. That's really all I need. So I want to work towards that, guys. I really want to work towards that. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's a little hot now, but it's not like overwhelmingly like it was. So I think we're good to continue. I just had to get on a rant there for a second. That looks better for some reason. I don't know why. I like to make faces sometimes at the mic. You know what really makes me sad though sometimes is like looking at my pictures comparing me to who I was 10 years ago. I don't know if it's just something that I'm like looking at with too much of a critical lens, but like I do my best to keep up with appearing young and appearing younger than I am, I'll say. Making sure that although the words that I'm saying are eloquent, they're said with almost like a youthful approach of being curious and being filled with wonder. Like that's what I'm trying to do with my characters. Make myself more like just filled with wonder and wanting to explore the world. I recently saw a Tom Dark video, and it was with Keemstar on there. And I used to be a big Keemstar fan back in the day. I was huge. I'm gonna make a video on that at some point because it's funny how much of a fan I was, and I have so much evidence of it back then. But anyway, I was watching it, and Keemstar was on there, and he said something that really stuck with me. He said they were talking about this lol cow, and he was saying that the guy has no identity, and so he constantly tries to calculate what he's saying based on making the least amount of people angry and constantly adapting how he feels about a situation based on the person he's talking to. And that really stuck with me because it was something that like, ooh, he's really psychoanalyzing him. do I not have a personality? Like stuff like that. You start like looking into your own self, thinking like, okay, in what ways do I not have a personality? Because like maybe I could fit this mold at some point. Sometimes at work, I will be completely honest. When I'm a chemist, I have no personality. You cannot have a personality. Like if you are a good quality chemist and you're in the lab doing the work, you do not have a personality. It exclusively takes away from your ability to do the job correctly. So when I'm doing that and I'm in that mode, it's like it's completely stripped away. So I know, and I've been in this situation where it's like, yeah, I kind of feel like I don't have a personality right now, because there are times in life where I literally don't, and it would exclusively hurt my ability to do my job if I had one. So I don't know. I was looking into that, thinking like Keemstar's making a lot of sense. Like say what you will about Keemstar, but in that moment, he said something that really stuck with me, that made me think that he deeply analyzes people and tries to figure them out, even if it's a lolcow, somebody that we all sort of just point at and look at and laugh at. He still takes the time to sit down and sit with those ideas and really observe and pick them apart and say, like, this guy doesn't have a personality. He doesn't have an identity. Ooh. We all, at some point, did not have an identity. And I think part of being an actor is losing your sense of identity and conforming your sense of identity to whatever character needs to fill you at that moment. And I really, really like that, because I've always been sort of a little unhappy with the concept of identity. I don't exactly feel like myself at all points in time. And I don't think I'm alone in that. Like, I don't think that I am me like 100% of the time. It's just like when I look in the mirror, sometimes I'm surprised at what I see. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, oh yeah, that is what I look like. That's crazy. I think that there's certain things about being extremely open, like a lot of us actors are, that you are allowed to lose your sense of self and suspend disbelief into believing this alternative world. When I listen to rap, for example, and really good rap will do this, I am not me in the moment of listening to rap. I am the person speaking. I put myself in that person's shoes and I really live their truth in that moment with what they're saying. They create lyrically their world, and they use melodies to put you into their space, their mental headspace, and their physical space as well, the memories of their physical space. So that is just, you can go into that world so much deeper if you're open. And the more open you are, the more you lose yourself into saying, like, I'm not me, I'm Kanye West. And you can go into that headspace. That's what it means to me to be an actor, is to lose yourself completely in this character. And it's just like, it's hard for some of us that we have these inbuilt things that make us good at being actors, but like, it makes us terrible at being human beings. You know, like, to not have an identity is really, really challenging in a world that relies on your ID. Like, if you get pulled over, the one thing they're going to ask you is, can I see your license, your ID, and your registration? They're going to ask you immediately who you are. I need to identify yourself. You identify yourself at all times and in many different ways. What your name is, what your social, what your gender is. You say all of this, and you express who you are, even to the most random of person. Even like the one thing that you say is your name when you're introducing yourself. So identity is really important. But there's a lot of us that are operating in this society where the first thing you say is your identity. a lot of us like fail to really put meaning to what that identity is. And so we find identity in characters, and we love playing with the fantasy worlds like that. That's my TED Talk today. I can say, like, I'm a professional chemist. I am a master of science. And that may be, like, impressive to some people. I don't know. But that's part of my identity. But what does that mean, What meaning do I bring to that diploma? For me, like, if I were a doctor, for example, right? And they were to say, okay, Dr. Pullman, what's your analysis on this chemistry compound, this compound, this molecular compound? What's your read on this molecular compound? And then I can look at it and I can see like where the electrons are on this compound, and I can maybe pull up a what database would I use? Maybe like ChemSpider or something. And I would see it in three-dimensional space, something to pull up the X-ray crystallography of it and be able to see, like, okay, well, how do you fit into space? How do you fit into a matrix, a lattice, for example? What are you soluble in? What's your pKa? If you're a biological material, what's your PI? Stuff like that. Like, I can analyze it and I can put meaning to it. And then I could say, well, this is similar to this other compound with this similar solubility or pKa or PI. And I can assign meaning to it. I can say this compound is fairly analogous to this other compound and this, that, and the other. But what I mean by that, when I say that, is that when I say that if I were to be a doctor and I were to say I'm a doctor of chemistry, then you could immediately identify that by what I could do with that qualification. Now, let's see. I want to be careful with this. I want to be careful because you shouldn't just say, well, I'm a PhD, so I'm correct. You should have the ability as a PhD to go back and say, no, I'm correct because the literature, as cited by these 5 sources, point to experiments wherein it indicates that, for example, in this one study, they did the X-ray crystallography on the compound, and so that points to the lattice structure of it. In this other compound, in this other research study, they tested the solubility of the compound, and that leads me to believe that it's fairly analogous to this other compound that has a similar solubility. And so on and so on. Like, you are supposed to be able to use your degree to point to sources that indicate what you're saying is truthful and honest and accurate. What you can't say, or what you shouldn't say, rather, is, no, I'm correct because I have my PhD. That to me just doesn't jive well, because that's an appeal to authority, which is a logical fallacy. That tells me that you haven't even done the most basic of understanding of your concept, because you have to make an appeal to authority, which is a logical fallacy. That to me tells me that you're either full of it, or I want to say you literally don't know what you're talking about, but I think that's the same thing. You're full of it. You don't know what you're talking about. You either don't know what you're talking about, or you can't use your words to make a compelling case because you don't have it sorted out in your mind. You've only done it in the past, and you have to refer to past experiences rather than build it in the future. That's my soapbox. What do we got going on over here? Importance of studying innovation.
Importance in studying innovation. All right. Importance of studying innovation, technology, and importance of studying innovation, Why can't I do this? Importance of studying innovation, technology, and specific aspects in global medical law. The study of innovation and technology in the medical field is of paramount importance due to the significant impact of The study of innovation and technology in the medical field is of paramount importance due to the significant impact these areas have on medical practice and public health. That's why. Hold up. Let me take this off. Take a big breath. The study of innovation and technology in the medical field is of paramount importance due to the significant impact these areas have on medical practice and public health. Due to the significant impact these areas have on medical practice and public health. The incorporation of new technologies dropped it. The incorporation of new technologies such as artificial intelligence and telemedicine has the potential. The incorporation of new technologies such as artificial intelligence and telemedicine has the potential to improve the efficiency, accuracy, and reach of healthcare. However, these innovations also bring legal and ethical challenges that need to be carefully considered. Global medical law must evolve to keep pace with technological innovations, ensuring that medical practices develop within a legal framework. Global medical law must evolve to keep pace with technological innovations, ensuring that medical practices develop within a framework. Global medical law must evolve to keep pace with technological innovations, ensuring that medical practices develop within a legal framework that protects patients' rights and guarantees the safety and effectiveness of new treatments and procedures. Proper regulation is essential to prevent abuse and ensure that new technologies are used ethically and responsibly. Furthermore, globalization and the increasing globalization and the increasing mobility of healthcare. Furthermore, globalization and the increasing mobility of healthcare professionals make it a necessity to have a harmonized understanding of legal standards and practices in different jurisdictions. Knowledge of international regulations and best practices can facilitate cross-border collaboration and promote high standards of care and protection for patients around the world. Studying the specific aspects of medical law in the context of technological innovation is also crucial to identify and mitigate the risks associated with these innovations. Issues such as data privacy, medical liability, and research ethics needs to continually
need to be continually evaluated in light of new technologies to ensure, and research ethics need to be continually reevaluated in light of new technologies to ensure that scientific advances do not compromise the fundamental principles of medical practice. All right, from the top. Issues such as data privacy, medical liability, and research ethics need to be continually reevaluated in light of new technologies. Need to be continually reevaluated in light of new technologies to ensure that scientific advances do not compromise the fundamental principles of medical practice. This book, therefore, seeks to bridge the gap between rapid technological This book, therefore, seeks to bridge the gap between rapid technological evolution and medical legislation, offering a detailed and comparative analysis of the different approaches adopted globally. In doing so, it is hoped to provide a solid foundation for legal scholars and healthcare professionals to better understand the complexities and challenges of medical law in the context of technological innovation. All right, I'm going to save that. I'm going to put this as the pre-log. It says about 19 minutes. I think that's about correct, but just in case, I'm going to put this as chapter 1 up here and start reading chapter 1. I'll probably go about 20 minutes into chapter 1. I think about that rate, it really secures that I do, in fact, have 15 minutes. That's to say that I've done every single line twice. Almost twice. So having about 40, 45 is pretty good to ensure that I have 15. All right, what's up, Twitch? How you doing, Twitch? Good to see ya. Ooh, did I have something on? Looks like I actually have. Alice Park says hello on Kick. What's up, Alice Park 233? Good to see ya. Sorry, the chat on here is not quite big enough. This is just a work in progress until I... Good. What about you? I'm doing really well. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing really well. I cut out of work a little early today because, I didn't have the things available to me in order to do my job correctly. So I left work. I might go back to, I took my laptop home, so I'll pull that up here in a little bit and make sure I can't go back if I need to, but I mean, it wasn't working right, and I could have waited around until they got it figured out, but I've got way too much work here. I'm making an audiobook. It seems like, all right, hold up. Seems like you are new here. Yes, I am definitely new here. I'm definitely new to Kick. So I thought I had uploaded a profile picture and a banner, but I guess it just didn't save or something. I don't know, but I am pretty new to Kick. I'm fairly new to Twitch and streaming on YouTube. I've done that every now and then, but not too much. But on TikTok, I have the biggest audience on there. I've broadcasted TikTok for about 2 years, and it's been pretty good so far. I've met a large amount of random people on there, and I really like the crowd that shows up. They're really, really nice, but they're extremely they're extremely engaging, right? So when I broadcast to TikTok, that is all my attention. All of my attention is just going on that the entire time. So I love it. That's exactly what I want. But also 2 hours flies right by, and then I'm thinking oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I need to be doing this. So what I'm doing right here on this stage is I am creating an audiobook. This is an audiobook for medical law, and it is created for Audible. It will be published, I think, in late October. I believe I have until late October to upload everything. This is in addition to about 3 other projects that I'm doing, 2 of which are already beyond the deadline. So I have one about blackjack. I have another about baccarat. So I'm doing those 2 audiobooks. But then in addition to those, I'm also doing a book on neoliberalism policies. And this one is on medical law. So it's oh, thank you so much. Wow. Hey, did I do that with a thumbs up or something? Or did I do it with a wave? I didn't know if that was somebody gifting me or something. It was just balloons that came out of nowhere. But yeah, that's did we do the hand hearts? Did the hand hearts show up? Okay, maybe not. But yeah. That is what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing today. I'm making an audiobook, and that's part of 4 that I currently have signed up for. There's one that somebody's interested in signing me, but they just have to get back with the contract. So once I get back with the contract, I'll be talking about that as well and drumming up excitement for it. But I'm just excited to showcase the process of it all. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm showing the background of what it means to be an audiobook creator and what the process looks like. So above, I've got Logic Pro set up. I've got my microphone here. This is the Shure SM7B microphone. Really, really good mic. I love it, but it is a tad expensive. You don't need that to get into audiobook creation. I know I didn't do it when I first got accepted. I had a $80 Samson CL1U, and that plugged into the USB, and I edited it with a free program through WavePad. That's how I started. I'll say that that's not the best way to do it because, WavePad really hasn't kept up with that software, so it's still there. It's just not what it used to be. Logic is really good, though. If I could figure out how to do GarageBand. I could give advice on that, but I haven't been able to do it without like truncating it to 8 bars. Like it's so weird how that process works. Logic is just so intuitive though. It's got so many different capabilities, and I just go in and I toy around with it till I figure it out. So I love playing around with it, but it was like $200, so you know. Okay. I'm just going to shift things around a little bit so the chats can appear correctly. Trying to find a creative solution to where I can still appear, but the chats appear. Here. I feel like there's some wasted space here, so it kind of works, but I think it's just a function of that kick chat being so big. Like I haven't been able to shrink that down. Okay, so what if I take the width, and it says it's at 800, but what if I put that to 300? Is that literally all it took? Wow. Wow. Okay. And then I'll put me in the middle. Bam. That's better. That's better. Kind of blocks some of the things that I wanted to showcase, but I think it still works pretty well. So I'm going to put that up. It's got the important stuff on there. That's all that matters. I guess I could do like a chroma key and then block out the background. But no, I'll be thinking too much about it if I do that. Okay. Chapter 1. Whoa, what you doing there, bud? What you doing? There's somebody mowing a lawn. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Chapter 1, Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Do it again, I got caught up there. Chapter 1, Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. In medicine. In medicine. Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Definition and importance of technology and innovation in medical practice. Technology and innovation play a crucial role. Technology and innovation play crucial roles in the evolution of medical practice. me save that just in case, but let's see, Prism. I'm going to go Mac OS screen capture. Okay. Display capture. Window capture. Okay. And then maybe take that off. Maybe get rid of that. Close my email, because we've been burned before on that one. There we go. Now my eyes will have to track more of this, but I think this works. Mac OS screen capture 4. Oh, it's that big? Hold up. Why does it have to be that big? All right, I felt like this would be better, because you could sort of see what I'm reading. Now, it's not perfect. I had it look much better before when I had it on my iPad, and we were reading from there, but I think this at least gives it some sort of visual that you could see, and it kind of looks like I'm looking at it from here. So this is my script that I'm reading. This has got to be the only way to do it on here, unfortunately. I'm gonna scroll to the top on Kick there, so new messages can come in. All right. Technology and innovation play crucial roles in the evolution of medical practice, transforming diagnoses, treatments, and health management in substantial ways. Technology and innovation play crucial roles in the evolution of medical practice, transforming diagnoses, treatments, and health management in substantial ways. Medical technology refers to the set of techniques, devices, and procedures that improve the provision of healthcare. Innovation, in turn, implies that the introduction of new methods, ideas, or products that improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and quality of medical services. These innovations are critical to the continued I feel like I haven't done this. Chapter 1: Introduction to Technology and Innovation in Medicine. Definition and importance of technology and innovation in medical practice. Technology and innovation play crucial roles in the evolution of medical practice, transforming diagnoses, treatments, and health management in substantial ways. Medical terminology. Medical technology refers to the set of techniques, devices, and procedures that improve the provision of healthcare. Innovation, in turn, implies the introduction of new methods, ideas, or products that improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and quality of medical services. These innovations are critical to the continued advancement of medicine and improved health outcomes. They enable the early and accurate identification of diseases. These innovations are critical to the continued advancement of medicine and improved health outcomes. They enable the early and accurate identification of diseases, the development of less invasive and more targeted therapies. These innovations are critical to the continued advancement. These innovations are critical to the continued advancement of medicine and improved health outcomes. They enable early and accurate identification of diseases. They enable the early and accurate identification of diseases, the development of less invasive and more targeted therapies, and the efficient management of chronic conditions, providing a better quality of life for patients. More accurate and faster diagnoses. More accurate and faster diagnoses. The incorporation of advanced technologies such as magnetic resonance imaging, computed tomography, and high-resolution ultrasound has allowed faster and more accurate diagnoses. Artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning are revolutionizing the interpretation of medical images, increasing diagnostic accuracy and helping doctors identify diseases early. This is crucial for conditions like cancer, where early detection can mean the difference between life and death. Less invasive and more effective treatments. Less invasive and more effective treatments. Innovation in surgical techniques, such as robotic surgery and laparoscopy, has significantly reduced the invasiveness of procedures, reducing recovery time and post-operative complications. New biologic medicines and targeted therapies developed through advanced biotechnology research. New biologic medicines and targeted therapies developed through advanced biotechnology research offer more effective treatments with fewer side effects. Gene therapy, which directly corrects genetic defects, is an example of how innovation is transforming the therapeutic approach. Chronic disease monitoring and management. Technology has revolutionized the way chronic diseases are managed. Wearable devices such as glucose monitors and physical activity trackers allow patients and doctors to continuously track health parameters. Telemedicine platforms facilitate Telemedicine platforms facilitate regular consultations and treatment. Telemedicine platforms facilitate regular consultations and treatment adjustments without the need for the patient to travel, promoting more efficient and personalized management of chronic conditions. Telemedicine platforms facilitate regular consultations and treatment adjustments without the need for the patient to travel, promoting more efficient and personalized management of chronic conditions. Digitalization of medical records. The digitalization of electronic medical records, EMR, has significantly improved care coordination and clinical decision-making. EMRs allow instant access to patient information, improving continuity of care and reducing medical errors. Clinical decision support systems integrated with EMRs provide evidence-based recommendations, helping doctors choose the best treatments for their patients. Promoting an integrated patient-centered approach. Technology and innovation have promoted a more integrated and patient-centered approach, facilitating communication between different healthcare. Facilitating communication between different healthcare professionals and patients' access to their medical information. Digital health tools. Digital health tools such as health management apps and patient portals enable individuals to take active role in managing their health. Digital health tools such as health management apps and patient portals enable individuals to take active role in managing their health. Enable individuals to take an active role in managing their health. Digital health tools such as health management apps and patient portals enable individuals to take an active role in managing their health. Improving treatment adherence and overall outcomes. In short, technology and innovation in medical practice not only increase the efficiency and quality of healthcare, but also empower patients and improve clinical outcomes. In short, technology and innovation in medical practice not only increase the efficiency and quality of healthcare, but also empower patients to improve clinical outcomes. These continuous improvements are essential to address current and future healthcare challenges, promoting a more resilient and responsive healthcare system. History of technological advances in medicine. Technological advancement in medicine is a continuous and cumulative. Technological advancement in medicine is a continuous and cumulative process that has its roots in the development of basic diagnostic and treatment techniques, evolving into the sophisticated technologies we know today. Evolving into the sophisticated technologies we know today. In the past centuries, the introduction of the microscope in the 17th century allowed the visualization of cellular structures. revolutionizing the understanding of diseases. In the past centuries, the introduction of the microscope in the 17th century allowed the visualization of cellular structures, revolutionizing the understanding of diseases. Okay. I've heard of this guy before in my studies. I really have. I just am forgetting how to pronounce that name. So let me Google this gentleman. He's a Dutch microbiologist, of course. Of course. Invented the microscope and all that. Or microbiology or whatever. Wow, lived to 1723. He almost saw the United States, but didn't. Too bad. So sad. Sorry, Lou and Vin Hook. All right, let's go to videos. See here.
Thanks to CuriosityStream for supporting this episode. Go to curiositystream.com/microcosmos to start. You wrote, Leeuwenhoek's version was written.
Leeuwenhoek. Pronunciation. How to pronounce Antoni van Leeuwenhoek. Correctly, is what it says.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Dutch businessman and scientist during the golden age of Dutch science and technology. How do you go about pronouncing his name? Antoni van Leeuwenhoek.
Antoni, like Anthony, but Antoni van Leeuwenhoek.
Leeuwenhoek.
Antoni van Leeuwenhoek. Yeah, obviously, it's literally pronounced the way it's Leeuwenhoek. Duh. Look at how it's pronounced. Antoni van Leeuwenhoek. It's written in the stars. Come on, you didn't need a microscope to see that, gentlemen. What's the deal? Leeuwenhoek. I got it. Okay. Well, here, I'll tell you what, guys. I got to go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll put it on a BRB screen. I'll be right back. I love you. Love you very much.
Sorry, I had to interrupt that one. No. No. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, it's a little hot still. It's a little hot, but nothing too bad, I guess. It is what it is. Hey, we're up to 2 hours already. Look at us, guys. Look at us. All right, let's see. There we go. There we go. Antoine van Leeuwenhoek. Antoine van Leeuwenhoek. Let's see how I do this. All right, I hope replies don't ding my phone or my tablet. All right, let's go into Antoine van Leeuwenhoek. So let's quit out of Messenger. Let's go into Logic Pro. Where were we? Other structures. Structures. I think I pretty much know where we're at, but just want to remind myself. Revolutionizing the understanding of diseases. Okay. Revolutionizing the understanding of diseases. Antoine van Leeuwenhoek. Antoine van Leeuwenhoek, one of the pioneers in the uses. Antoine van Leeuwenhoek, one of the pioneers in the use of microscopes. One of the pioneers in the use of the microscope discovered the existence of microorganisms, paving the way for microbiology and bacteriology. This innovation was crucial for the development of vaccines and the control. This innovation was crucial for the development of vaccines and the control of infectious diseases. The 19th century witnessed the invention of the stethoscope by René Laennec in 1816. All right, my bad. I need to... How to pronounce... René... I think it's Laennec. How to pronounce René Laennec correctly.
Bonjour, this is Julian the Frenchman who makes French pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to say the name of this French physician and musician from history. We'll be looking at how to say more interesting but sometimes confusing French names, so make sure to stay tuned for those. So how do you say that? Well, for reference, in French in France it is said as René Laennec. René Laennec. Therefore,
René Laennec. So I said that wrong. It's René Laennec. René Laennec. Okay. Okay. The 19th century witnessed the invention of the stethoscope by René Laennec in 1816,
which allow the auscultation of the body's internal sounds, transforming how to pronounce auscultation? Is it osculation?
We are looking at how to pronounce this word. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more pronunciations and learning, including of medical terms. How do you say it? Auscultation. 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 Auscultation.
I'm pretty sure I said that correctly. Auscultation. We love Theo Von. We stand Theo Von. All right. We're back at it. Which allow the auscultation of the body's internal sounds, transforming diagnostic practice. The discovery of X-rays by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. The discovery of X-rays by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen in 1895 provided new ways of diagnosing internal diseases without the need for invasive procedures, marking the beginning of radiology. All right, let's see if I said that word correctly. On here, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. Röntgen. How to pronounce Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen?
We are looking at how to pronounce this name, the name of this German engineer from history. We'll be looking at how to say more interesting and often confusing names too. So make sure to stay tuned for this. How do you say it? Wilhelm Röntgen. Wilhelm Röntgen is how it is said in German. Now in English, this is generally said as Wilhelm Röntgen. Wilhelm Röntgen.
Wilhelm Röntgen. Wilhelm Röntgen. I want to say this in German, but I feel like I don't have the mechanisms to do such a thing. So I'm going to try my best to say it in English. Wilhelm Röntgen. Wilhelm Röntgen. The discovery of X-rays by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen in 1895 provided new ways of diagnosing internal diseases without the need for invasive procedures. The discoveries of X-rays by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen in 1895 provided new ways of diagnosing internal diseases without the need for invasive procedures, marking the beginning of radiology. These inventions have allowed doctors to see inside the human body in ways never before possible, significantly improving diagnostic capabilities. In the 20th century, the development of antibiotics, such as penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928, transformed the treatment of bacterial infections, saving millions of lives and establishing the era of antibiotics. The introduction of advanced imaging techniques such as computed tomography, CT, in the 1970s and magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, in the 1980s offered detailed views of inside of the human body. In the 1980s, offered detailed views of the inside of the human body. Detailed views of the inside of the human body. These technologies have allowed for more accurate and less invasive diagnoses, facilitating the early detection of diseases and the planning of more efficient treatments. Facilitating the early detection of diseases and the planning of more effective treatments. Biotechnology and genetic engineering have also emerged as revolutionary fields. Biotechnology and genetic engineering have also emerged as revolutionary fields. The discovery of the structure of DNA by James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953 paved the way for genetic manipulation. All right, we gotta put a pin in this real quick. We got to give it up to my girl, Rosalind Franklin. She should really be on this page. Not gonna lie, I'm so sorry, the author of this book. I know that obviously that's not something that a lot of people just put in here, but she did a great deal of work. I just want to make that a point. Give it up to my girl Rosalind Franklin. Without her and her sacrifice, we really wouldn't have the structure of DNA that was given to, Francis and what are their names? Watson and Crick. They had their impact, absolutely. They were scientists of their own accord. You can't take that away from them. But the credit has been largely removed from Rosalind Franklin. So we got to give it up to my girl Rosalind Franklin. And you know what? They say that often in my degree now. They really do. They do not, however, say that, I think, in popular culture. And so they say it ad nauseum in our degree, but pop culture hasn't really caught up. So you'll notice that discrepancy. Targeted therapies such as biologic medicines that act on specific molecular targeted therapies such as biologic medicines that act on specific molecular targets in gene therapy that directly corrects genetic defects exemplify how these technologies have transformed the therapeutic approach. Targeted therapies such as biologic medicines that act on specific molecular targets in gene therapy that directly corrects genetic defects exemplify how these technologies have transformed the therapeutic approach. At the beginning of the 21st century, At the beginning of the 21st century, the digital revolution brought even deeper innovations. Telemedicine has facilitated access to remote healthcare, allowing patients in remote areas to receive specialized care without the need to travel. This has proven especially valuable. This This has proved especially valuable during the COVID-19 pandemic, when telemedicine has become an essential tool for maintaining access to healthcare. When telemedicine has become an essential tool for maintaining access to healthcare while minimizing the risk of virus transmission. Artificial intelligence, AI, is being applied in several areas of medicine, from interpreting medical images to personalizing treatments based on large volumes of data. Machine learning Hold on, let me fix that. Artificial intelligence, AI, is being applied in several areas of medicine, from interpreting medical images to personalizing treatments based on large volumes of data. Machine learning algorithms can analyze MRI. Machine learning algorithms can analyze MRI or CT images with accuracy comparable to that of experienced radiologists, detecting subtle anomalies that can be easily missed by the human eye. Additionally, AI is being used to predict disease. Outbreaks, develop new medicines, and personalized treatment plans based on each patient's genomic characteristics, ushering in the era of precision medicine. I think that's about it. Not only is my voice getting there, but I think we have plenty of stuff to work with here, so let's break all this down. Kick my feet up. Ooh, and just say hello. Hello. What are we up to? Chat. What are we up to? All right. So what I'm going to do, and I love you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the stream and eat a little bit of this Chipotle while off stream. And, yeah, it's been chilling there for about 2.5 hours. So I thought I would eat it, but I wanted to get a good amount of recording done before it really started messing with my throat. So I think what I'm gonna do here, let me full screen it so you guys get a good amount. Yep, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to reset the stream after maybe go on TikTok for a second, say hello to everybody on TikTok for just a second, maybe check in, see how my work at home or what my work is doing, and come back on and edit down those 15-minute segments for both books, submit those, and then hopefully I can do that in good time today. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. We had a pretty good turnout, actually. I'm super impressed with everybody on here. We've got Clever Reading Clever Girl Reading, I love you. Thank you so much for popping in. I super appreciate all of your notes. We have somebody from Kick as well. I even have to like shift this over, because we have a Kick chatter. What is up, Alice Park? I really appreciate you watching as well. Thank you. And if you scroll up on the YouTube, we also have Loxy also said there's no audio. So thank you for that awesome feedback. I really appreciate it, because otherwise I don't think we could have had a good enough stream. So I really appreciate you for giving that great feedback. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the